like 2021 for quarterback is a decent year. Miami is really playing catch up at this point, honestly. Miller Moss just released the top 3 or 4, and Miami was not in that. He's a 4-star quarterback from California, in case you were wondering. You know, and we'll see, man. I don't think that he's coming here. Maybe you get a Garrett Nussmeier. Both of these players have profiles up on stateoftheu.com by our quarterback guru, Roman. So go check those videos and articles out. You know, I saw some people saying, hey, you know, maybe if Miller Moss goes to LSU, then Garrett Nussmeier from Texas, Doug Nussmeier, I think the offensive coordinator's son, you know, maybe he'll then trickle down to Miami. And, you know, Bud Elliott for years when he was at SB Nation and now over at 247 has done a piece on blue chip quarterback dominoes, just because it's a big thing, you know, like getting your quarterback in a class. You got to get one. And obviously, y'all already know, I'm going to plug it. The recruiting rules are still up on the front page of State of the U. Rule number 1, get a quarterback every single year. And you want one of quality, because if things go wrong, as they sometimes will, then you got to have somebody who you could eventually down the line feel comfortable about developing and putting in a game. But for finding a 4-star or a talented guy right now, it's going to be tough. There's Aaron McLaughlin from Alpharetta, Georgia, who goes to Denmark High School. He's a big kid. Was committed to Auburn, decommitted, but maybe he wants to stay in the SEC instead of coming to Miami. But I know that there's a connection there. McLaughlin, as of right now, I would say that would probably be the best bet for Miami. But we're always evaluating, always looking at guys. And yeah, you know, maybe we're going to try to fight that battle of flipping Preston Stone from SMU, even though his father went there and played there, I believe. And he's from the Dallas area. So like, you know, playing for the team in Dallas maybe holds a little bit of a different weight for him. And especially something where, you know, it's a family connection as well. But he committed to Rhett Lashley when Rhett Lashley was there. And Preston Stone is a very, very, very good player. So maybe, you know, you want to fight that battle. Maybe you want to try to keep evaluating and find out, you know, maybe somebody who's a 3-star now who ends up being a 4-star, like Jaron Williams did in his year. He was not a 4-star rated at this time of his recruiting process. So maybe there's another guy like out there like that. But we're just going to have to keep plugging. So, you know, it's just going to be, you know, like in a boxing scenario, we got to keep doing that work. So every round, we got to keep throwing jabs, keep throwing jabs, keep throwing jabs. If there's an opening in there, we try to throw in a cross or a hook or uppercut. But we just got to keep that work rate up there, looking out, evaluating, contacting, communicating. But there's no ready-made answer in this class this year. There's no, oh, hey, this guy, that's our guy. That's who we're going after. Boom, done. And especially, you know, I think it was early Jake Garcia from La Habra, California, but then he ended up committing to USC. So there's that. And then people were also saying, hey, maybe Miller Moss chooses USC, and then Jake Garcia, in his anger for them taking a second quarterback, he opens things back up. He wants to come to Miami, and he's already visited Miami on his own dime. You know, you could create all of these hypotheticals that you want, but the short story long, and the answer is there is no good answer on quarterback. It probably won't be Miller Moss from the way that things look right now, but Miami just has to keep plugging along.
As you mentioned, Miller Moss in the top 5 in the nation as a pro-style quarterback out of California. Jake Garcia, 4th-rated pro-style quarterback, leaning USC, according to the 247 Crystal Ball. Top 30 player in the country, according to the composite, regardless of position. Wow.
Yeah, Garcia is committed to USC already.
Oh, has he? Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened shortly after or before he was supposed to visit here.